Good morning and welcome back to Containing My Garden. It's a wet day. I haven't opened my garden yet. And I wanted to just walk around my garden because I have this lovely lady who was interested in how much of the garden is in the backyard. This may be a better view of the garden. I'm at one corner here. I'm at the corner on the left side. And you can see the back. You can see the back trees. And we're walking back in the very back of the garden. So here is the back part of the garden, the part that faces the woods in the back. And I'm sure you noticed that most of my things are on the tables, and that's on purpose. I have deer and raccoon, and I have squirrels, little bunnies. All that is in my backyard. So I want to protect them. And it's easier to garden on top of things. And all of these tables, they were made with pallets. And those little greenhouses, those are the things that I purchased. I haven't purchased a lot. My very first purchase was the planter box right there. It was the natural form and I painted it. That's the only thing mainly that I purchased. There it is, a look at the whole garden space. The only thing different that I did not show, I have my peppers from last year. They're on the wall and they are growing, and that's the only extra thing that I did not show that I have. And this is the total garden. And I'm trying not to crowd the space. I started some sweet potato slips right here. I think that's a purple sweet potato. And I have more in there, regular potatoes in that one. And this one I just started. And then coming up is my white patty pan. And I still have it in the green tent. And I'm hoping that it will do well before the squash bug gets it. And here I'm focusing on the tomatoes that I up potted. I have Roma and Ace 55 in there, a yellow Roma and a red Roma. And these are my ox heart tomatoes. I up potted those. There's 3 in there, and I think I have another one somewhere else. I'm trying to keep out the hornworms, so I hope that works. I hope it works. These little tomatoes that are coming up in the pepper pot, I probably just shoved 2 little tomatoes down into this pot, and that's why they're showing up now. And here I'm getting ready to up pot some plants that I took out of my hydroponics. I saw a little algae on the top of the little sponges, so I pulled everything out, and I'm using a little peat moss and some vermiculite and perlite. And here they are. I pulled them all out. Some of them are not quite ready, but I'm still going to up pot them. I wanted to clean the system and start all over with something else. So I'm putting them all in different pots and up potting them. These are bigger here. Let's see how they do. I'm going to give them a chance and put them in the greenhouse for a little while and let them get a little used to being outside. And I even take off as much of the spongy stuff as possible. I don't really like it too much, and I split it open and take off as much as I can, and then I insert it inside the soil. So here we go. Now this is my lovely strawberry. This is a picture of how pretty and big it was. But you know, I was so surprised. It looked nice and sweet and juicy, but it was not. So I started to research and to try to figure out why it wasn't sweet. So there were some different things that I could work on, like putting it in full sun for 6 hours, checking the soil for the acidity of the soil, and I put some fertilizer on it just for berries and fruits. So hopefully that works. This is a couple cabbages that I had that I thought they were not going to grow much more, so I chopped those off. They don't have a real firm head and they're not very big, but they're still edible, and I'm happy about that. I have 2 of them. They look pretty. And right here is my one single turnip. Now, I really prefer the tops of the turnips. I'm not interested in the bottom, but this is a purple top, and I did take it out of this pot and harvest it. And actually, I cut it off, and I cut off all the greens and put it back in the soil. And these are some carrots that I've had in a very long time, and I decided to take those out. And I have some, they're rainbow carrots. So I took those out. They look pretty good. And I'm going to have some really good turnip tops. I love turnip tops. And here again, this is the project that I was working on, this repurposed item. It was a storage bin for outside things. And I started putting paper and leaves and sticks and cardboard. And then I found like a low-cost soil, and then I put organic on top. And it is really ready to go. I haven't really planted anything inside the soil yet. I have things sitting in there, but I'm just about ready. I have these little cattle panels up there, so I'm almost ready. This is my lemon balm, and I wanted to show everyone the lemon balm. I planted this last year, and I harvested and dried it and made some tea. And I wanted to show that even though we had a few cool days in Florida, I left it out, and I only covered it a few times, and it didn't take a hit. I mean, you can see a few little brown leaves, but it's still thick, and I can still smell it as I was pushing down the leaves and moving them around. I could still smell it, and it still has a nice smell to it. So it's pretty hardy is what I want to say. It's pretty hardy. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. And if you like what you see, you can give me a like. And if you're interested in this channel, and if it's something that you would enjoy, I would appreciate you subscribing as well. I appreciate all the subscribers and all the time that you've given me and all the interactions that I have with everyone. It is really a big world in the garden world on YouTube, and I really have enjoyed so many people that I have contact with.